Meh, who knows. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You've got Indigo Diamond here with some more videos for the week. I'm trying to determine whether I want to do 3 or 2. I should probably do 3, just so we can start covering Drag Race Down Under. Down Under. I can't do an Australian accent. Can you guys, anyone can do an Australian accent? I don't know what that was, or what that word I was trying to say was. Tell me in the comments section below, can you do an Australian accent? I can't, it's terrible. Today we are here to talk about the semi-final of Drag Race UK. So it's going to be, it was an interesting episode, but we'll get into it in a minute. Before we get into the latest Drag Race UK episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Who are you wanting to win Drag Race UK? So we've got our final 4 now. Shouldn't have been a final 4, but get into that in a minute. So this week's maxi challenge. What was the mini challenge? Oh, the mini challenge was the puppets. I'm glad that they brought that back for this one as well. That was right. And Bimini won. I think she was the correct choice to win. Although no one necessarily did badly. Although Ellie didn't do particularly well. But, you know, no one did overly badly. So this week's maxi challenge, they've got to overact in Beastenders. Obviously a parody of EastEnders, which I sat there and went, well, if they were going to do a soap, it had to be EastEnders. We're on the BBC. That's where EastEnders is. Of course it's going to be EastEnders. But they had to... so Bimini won the mini challenge. So she got to assign the roles. Very fair. I mean, to be fair, pretty much everyone wanted a different character. I think it was Taste wanted 2, one of which was what Lawrence wanted as well. But considering she wanted another one that no one else wanted, it was nice of her to go just say, oh, I'll go with that one. You know, I think that was perfectly nice. You know, it was very easy to cast that, especially I suppose because everyone wanted their own separate characters. It was nice. There was no hassle. There was no, why did you pick this running order? It was terrible. But that aside, so they all picked their roles. I think everyone picked the role that was best for them. So, I mean, Bimini Bomboulash as essentially Cat Slater. It was just perfect, really, wasn't it? I mean, she did amazing in the challenge. Definitely, I think, deserved that win. So, you know, hats off to you, Bimini. You've literally just gone like this for the entire competition. You know, you started out bottom in the first episode, and look at you now, you've got like 4 repeater badges. Amazing. So, Lawrence did alright. Lawrence kind of had a character that seemed almost like a mix between Phil Mitchell and Shirley. I can't remember what Shirley's last name is. It's been years since I've watched EastEnders. So, last time I watched EastEnders, Barbara Windsor had come back for her character to be killed off. So, that's just a reference to how long it's been since I've watched EastEnders. I think Lawrence did well. She struggled with her lines. It was a struggle bus. But, you know, the end product, she was really well. She was in character. I loved the really gruff voice the entire way through. Worked perfectly for it. It was great. Tace, I'm not actually sure who her character was based on, if I'm honest. But it was supposed to be like the daughter? Sister. Would that have been Sharon? Sharon Phil's sister? Oh, you know, I always get so confused with family trees on EastEnders. Let me know in the comment section below. Have you stopped recording? No, you haven't stopped recording. My computer's doing weird things and I thought I'd stopped recording for a minute. I'm going to leave that in there. Why not? I should be hopefully getting a new computer soon. I'm getting paid on Monday and we're getting a bonus, so I should hopefully be able to get a new computer, which would be nice because mine's really, really old. I think my computer's probably about 10 plus years old at this point. something like that. So yeah, could do with a new one. It might actually work the way it's supposed to. Who knows? But yeah, Taste did an okay job. I think, you know, her accent kind of slipped a bit a couple of times. She started off a bit meh, but then, you know, she got better towards the end. It was kind of one of those things, because her character's name was Karen, so obviously it was supposed to be a Mickey take of the fact that, you know, Karens want to speak to the manager and stuff like that. I felt like, because she had this really big hair, and, I mean, we're not really used to seeing Taste in big hair anyway, but for me, it was a case of, if you're going to be doing it based on, like, a Karen, would you not have gone for more, like, Karen-ish hair? Like, maybe something closer to what flipping Lawrence Chaney was wearing maybe would have been a better idea, hair-wise, but I don't know. And then she was kind of a bit like, I want to speak to the manager. And it's kind of like, they wouldn't be like that. They'd be like, I want to speak to the manager. Get him. Nah. I went more like Lawrence Chaney's voice. Meh. I'm not in the acting challenge. It's fine. Ellie Diamond played essentially the Dot Cotton role. I think she did well. I just feel like it was one of those things. Like, she was very much acting like she was actually in EastEnders. And it's like, this is a parody of EastEnders. You need to amp it up more. You need to go over the top. And yeah, I don't know. I think she got most of the way there. She was very good. You know, she did have a couple of issues with lines. Some of that was due to Lawrence, but not all of it. You know, as Lawrence pointed out, you know, you forgot Lawrence's character's name. That's not really a case of his line. He messed up his line, which messed up your follow line. It was a case of, no, you forgot that character line. So, theme on the runway this week was Panto. 3 of the queens came out as like pantomime dames, which was kind of like what they wanted them to come out as. Taste came out as a fairy. Now, to be fair to Taste, fairies are in pantomimes, you know, and that's something that Michelle pointed out to Ru. It was nice. It was nice to see her in that outfit. It was very beautiful. The wings were a bit all over the place, you know, so just little details like that were a bit kind of like, oh, you know, you could have done better. But I also think it was a case of they wanted it to be a pantomime dame. That's what they were looking for on this runway, and Taste kind of missed the mark on that. Ellie Diamond's look was... I kind of disagree with Graham on this. So Graham said that he thought this was something that she was like, this was her thing. Like, he was expecting her to do well in this, and he expected her to do more than she did. And I was looking at her outfit, and I was like, I mean, I still quite liked her outfit. I thought it was alright. My problem with her outfit was she had like a hoop in the dress at the bottom, but the hoop was quite high up, and then there was like a fabric about that long dropping from the hoop, and it looked really awkward. Like, that sort of thing, you would kind of need a hoop higher up and a hoop like down the bottom just to kind of keep it out. I'm no seamstress, but you know, I know bits like that. Like, that's what the hoops are for. You need multiple hoops at that point, like getting slightly bigger and bigger to keep it going out like that. Just common sense. But, you know, I didn't think it was as bad as Graham. Like, Graham made it sound like it was, like, really basic. And I'm, like, sat there going, I mean, it looked good. I enjoyed it, and I thought her makeup looked really good. Bimini Bon Boulash came out as Bimini Bon Boulash doing a dame, which I thought was perfect. You know, they all liked it. I thought it was great. Good night all round for Bimini. Lawrence came out. Lawrence, because now I'm apparently going to do the Lawrence Chaney accent, which I haven't been doing for the rest of the video, but hey ho, there we go. So Lawrence Chaney came out, and it was good. I mean, it was kind of what you expect someone like Lawrence to do. You know, she had like the sewing machine in her hair. You know, she had the pins going through her arms, a tape measure around her waist. Brilliant, looked really, really good. You know, good night for Lawrence. In the workroom before they came out on the main stage, they had that lovely moment where each of them got a letter from their mum, which was very sweet. My mum is, thanks to me, now obsessed with Drag Race. She really enjoys coming around and being able to watch it, which unfortunately, because of the lockdown restrictions, she hasn't been able to do. So, you know, I've been a stickler. I kind of made her start at season 2 of US and go all the way through. So she hasn't seen any of UK Drag Race, but on the plus side, it kind of means when she can come round finally, hopefully later this year, we'll see what happens, she'll be able to at least watch season 2 all in one go, which will be nice. So, but yeah, she keeps saying about how much she wants me to get on Drag Race so then she can come and be my makeover partner and things like that, and I'm sat there going, well, it's like if they do a makeover challenge and, you know, I'm on Drag Race, we'll see who they pick, because they might not pick family members, they might pick something else, or we don't know what they're going to do. And I'm a long way off Drag Race. Long way off Drag Race. Although, you know, I do feel like my makeup is improving. I've done something quite different today. I mean, obviously last week's makeup was quite different, and this week's is different again. But yeah, I mean, I can't really... I can use a sewing machine. You know, I can't necessarily make an outfit myself yet. And that is very much the sort of thing that I feel like I would need to do before I even think about trying to get on Drag Race. So, but yeah, it was very nice to see these queens get like heartfelt messages from their mums about like how they were when they're younger and how they are now, sort of thing. It was very heartfelt, very nice to see. I do love moments like that on Drag Race. It's very heartfelt. So the winner of this week's challenge, as I mentioned earlier, was Bimini Bombulash. So she won the mini challenge, she won the maxi challenge. Both, in my opinion, were perfectly the right choices. And, you know, going into the final episode, Bimini is the front runner. She is the one to beat. She has, you know, the most wins. She only went in the bottom once. And, you know, with my score system, I think she's got a +3 points at the moment. I'll put it on this side as well, so you know when I do the pictures on here, because there's only 4 of them, what I'll do is I'll probably have each of their pictures and then their like final score going into the last episode. So Bimini, I think, is going to win. I think if we chop it down to a top 2 again, I think it's going to be Bimini and Lawrence Chaney, because Lawrence is like second in the running order of you know, points. So I think problem is Lawrence started off strong and then just kind of has gone down, but then kind of like gone to like a middle of the road sort of ending. So I'd be happy if Lawrence won, but I feel like it's Bimini season at this point. But I do feel like they'll be, if they chop it down to a top 2 like they did last season, that's the top 2 I envision. Ellie Diamond is currently ranked 3. She has not won a single challenge, and she's only been in the bottom once, which was this episode. In my opinion, I don't think it should have been a double stay. I think if it was going to be a double stay, it probably would have been last week, where you had a horror and Taste. I don't feel like Ellie felt the song as much as Taste did. In my opinion, she got a bit desperate and was like, oh, I've got to pull out all the stunts because, you know, I'm clearly not doing as well as I could in this lip sync. And don't get me wrong, the stunts were great. I just don't necessarily feel like all of them went with the song. I don't know. But, you know, she stayed. She's going on to the next episode. She hasn't won a single challenge. I don't see her making top 2. I don't see her winning. Just my opinion, though. You know, who knows? Ru could go, nah, I'm just going to give it to Ellie. But we'll see. You know, I mean, it's nice to have her around, because I do like Ellie when she's not being either overly full of herself or not sticking to her guns. Like, apart from that, you know, yes, she's very talented, you know, especially considering she does her own hair, she does her own clothes. Extremely talented, great with makeup, not disputing that at all. I just maybe feel like an All-Stars would be better for her when she's just had that little bit of extra time. Coming in 4th in the rankings so far at the moment, going into the last episode, is poor Taste. Taste has lip synced a lot and she hasn't won that much. So unfortunately, Taste is coming in bottom of the rank at the moment. I don't see her winning. I do, however, see her coming back and doing a lot better in an All-Star season, if obviously this is something they do decide to do in the future for UK Drag Race. As I said previously, I think what we should do is we should follow in the steps of the US Drag Race, do 4 seasons of normal Drag Race, and then start doing an All-Star season. And then I personally, I feel like maybe we should do an All-Star season like every other year. Because as much as I love All-Stars, you know, I just feel like every other year, I don't know, it gives the queens more time to, like, grow between their seasons. I also feel like at that point you're not going to get, like, overexposed, because then you're crowning, like, so many queens each year. And I just feel like it would be better pace-wise. Like, you're not going to... can't think of the word. What is the word? I have no idea what the word is. Don't know what's happened to my voice either. You're not gonna like burn through the queens like really quickly, because like if you think about like the American one, like as much as like every season you kind of get like more queens that you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'd love to see that. Those queens aren't necessarily going to come back for an All-Stars, or especially not come back that quickly. And then if you're burning through all the like really popular ones like each season, because like think about things like All-Stars 3, All-Stars 2 especially, you know, they had so many good queens on that season. And as much as, yes, All-Star 6 is potentially going to have someone like Ginger Minj back, which is great because it means some of those other queens have a chance to come back, a lot of those queens don't want to come back. Like, Alyssa's openly spoken out about the fact that she doesn't think she'd come back and do an All-Stars. Detox, Adore Delano, you know, people like that, and you're sat there going, you are the queens that people want to see come back. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, yes, you know, doing it every other season, every other year even, you know, that means there's less Drag Race on at that point. But I feel like it kind of means you could potentially have like better casts. Just my opinion. What do you guys think? You know, would you like to see specifically a Drag Race UK All-Stars? You know, I feel like it would be a lot better with it's because I mean the thing is, if you do like an international All-Stars, it's okay, but like sometimes the humour's maybe going to be different and things like that. Whereas at least in the UK, you know, it's very UK centric, so the humour would work better. You know, they're all going to be judged the same when it comes to like fashion, stuff like that, because America like Canada has more accessibility to things than maybe we do in the UK. So that's my thought. That's how I think. But yeah, with this season, currently the front runner's Bimini, then Lawrence, then Ellie, and then Tace. I think it's Bimini's season. I think Bimini's going to win, and then I think the top two will be Bimini and Lawrence. Let me know in the comment section down below, who are you thinking top two, and who are you wanting to take the crown this season? Next week we crown a winner. You know, the Ruview will be dethroned. Well, she won't be dethroned, but you know, another throne will go up and we'll have a new queen. So, seeing on social media actually, Vivian has said that she wants Bimini to win. And I'm starting to go, oh, you know, it's nice, you know, because then if Bimini does win, it's like, oh look, you know, the last winner wanted you to win too. I definitely think it would be good. I think as much as it would be nice to have a Scottish Queen win, because obviously, I mean, we have only had like one season previously, but we didn't have any Scottish Queens last season, and now we've got two, and then it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, well, one of them, they're probably not going to win. If they are, it will probably be Lawrence, but we will see. Who do you want to win? Who do you want to make top two? Leave me a comment down below to let me know. If while you're down there you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos. Just before this ends, I did actually receive a very lovely message from a man called Adam Chandler Ellis. Just wanted to give you a shout out, say thank you for the lovely compliment, just saying about how gorgeous I am, which was very sweet. Yeah, just a little shout out, say hello. Feel free to message me again and say hi, and I will reply as I did last time and say hello. But until then, that is me, your girl Indigo Dine, and done for another week of Drag Race UK. Next week it finishes, guys, and then we only go down to one season of Drag Race because season 13 is still going. I'm sure like All Stars won't be too long. I have heard rumours that All Star 6 is gonna have the cast announced in like maybe April, so that's like next month, March, April's next month, so that would be nice, you know, to finally get some more concrete stuff about it. But yeah, until that time, guys, I'm your girl Indigo Diamond, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!